Good morning, everyone. It is Friday morning, food day. I am getting ready to go to the pantry. I have absolutely no idea what I do with my sunglasses. I bet you they're in the diaper bag. I do not have Babby with me. My husband is home today. He was supposed to go to the doctor's this morning. And I had gotten up this morning and hopped in the shower because I had to get the baby up and get her sort of settled in for the morning. And, you know, he like came and hollered at me. He's like, "Are you in the bed? Are you in the toilet?" And I'm like, no. Hold on. Let me get back out of my spot. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just getting out of the shower. And he comes rushing into the bathroom, and I'm like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" And apparently his stomach is bugging him, so I don't know if it's a bug or if it's his irritable bowel disease bugging him or what. I have no idea. So my eldest is home because she's homeschooling now, and so I am running to the food pantry to pick up our big box of stuff. See what we get this week. And so my husband is lying abed, and my daughter is working on her homework, and my little one is in her exerciser, which is those big round seats with the toys all the way around, and she's watching Elmo and Abby sing and dance on YouTube, so she'll be happy. I used to go to the food pantry really early, and I found that if I waited till later, I wasn't there as long. Like, I'd go first thing in the morning, be like the 10th person in line, because I'm not getting there at 5, but I'd be like the 10th person in line, and I'm there for 3 hours waiting for them to prep and do all their stuff. And I found that if I came later in the morning, closer to their closing time, I found that I was only there maybe a half an hour. Your selection is more limited because people have gone through and cleaned out before you, but the big thing we get there is meat. They end up having a lot of chicken and stuff, so that's really what I'm concerned about. They got a large selection of vegetables too, like bag salads and things. And I'll eat up the bag salads within like the first day or so because they're close to the end of their life. And then everything else I throw in my freezer, so it doesn't matter at that point. So yeah, we're off doing that today. It's a wonderful start to my Friday, but I hope y'all are having a great Friday. Yay. I got a bicyclist here. Okay, he's turning the other way. Oh, that dude's got his blinker on. Hold on, let me get out into traffic here. No pedestrians, and we go. Hop over and then do a Yui. Yay! So yeah, we'll see what we get from the pantry. Usually what I do is I go ahead and cook up all the ground meat first. Let's see if I can. Ah, there we go. I didn't lose them. I have a feeling my glasses are in the diaper bag, so, yeah, so, still trying to figure out what I want to do with Autumn's homeschooling, like what process is best. She's just got a couple things in each class left today, so I just said wrap those up and we'll call it a day. We're doing the Martian, the one that they had Matt Damon do a movie of. We're gonna do that for her literature There's a website I was actually really impressed with. It's teacherspayteachers.com, I think, or maybe .org. I don't know. It's Teachers Pay Teachers. And basically the teachers post their curriculums for things. And you can download a PDF file of it that it gives you the whole course curriculum for, like, say, The Martian, or books and things, and they set everything up, and they've made worksheets. And the one I'm looking at, I think, is like $9, and it's like a 30-day course or 60-day course. I think it's 30 days, but we'll probably end up doing it in 60 for The Martian. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's got like worksheets and vocabulary and a whole, essay assignments and things like that. So I'm excited. It's a nice resource because it means that I don't have to come up with this stuff like off the top of my head, or spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a course curriculum that I'm not even sure I'm gonna like. I can kind of go and pick through things that look good. The other thing is, with Autumn, we are waiting to hear back from our insurance company. We were denied for the first place we chose. I talked about it before. We were denied for the first place we chose. That was where we went in. We were denied for the first place we chose. Let me finish my thought. We were denied for the first place we chose because there were other providers in plan available, and we had to at least look at those resources first before they would offer any sort of review of a single case agreement for the place that her neurologist recommended. So we like 2 weeks ago now, God grief, we went and we're talking to the psychologist there, and we get like 45 minutes into the interview, and I'm sorry, we don't do what you're looking for here. Nothing against her. She just was finally like, oh, we don't do that here. Okay, well, who would you recommend? Oh, the Rogers Center, who was what we were looking at to begin with. Fantastic. So I called our insurance, and I got a whole list of other places. Called all of them. None of them do IOP for OCD. And they're all like substance abuse or eating disorders, none of which are issues that our daughter has. Or they'll do OCD, but it's as a dual diagnosis. I hope you can hear me over road noise. Or it's as a dual diagnosis along with an eating disorder. Like if you have bulimia or anorexia, I guess OCD kind of ties into that as part of the issue. So all of the places I called, and I must have called like 6 or 7 different places that, deal with OCD, but none of them deal with them on an intensive outpatient scenario. And the places that do are private, and they're insanely expensive. It's like $3,000 to $5,000 a week, 5 days. So basically, like $8,000 to $1,000 a day. Sweet cheese and crackers. So I've sent an appeal to our insurance company, requesting a re-review, basically saying, hey, look, I've done my due diligence. I have called the places y'all recommended us call, and none of them offer the therapy that we're looking for. And in fact, the places that we called directed us to the original place that we requested. So I'm hoping they have 15 days to review everything. So 3 weeks to review everything and see what they say. So I called to
to make sure they got the paperwork, and it looks like they needed an additional signature. I signed it and sent it back off. So I'm hoping that that will be done. I am drinking today a kind of an odd combination I stumbled upon. You would think it would be disgusting, but actually it's pretty good. I ran out of cream, so I'm using butter. It's kind of a bulletproof coffee, but I put, like when I do that, I use like a little bit of butter, and then I'll use like protein powder. And normally I'll use either a vanilla or a chocolate with my coffee. Well, we ran out of those. All we had left was strawberry. Strawberry and coffee. And it's actually pretty good. It sounds absolutely disgusting. It's delicious. I actually did, my first cup I did this morning, I have a blueberry coffee from something. I forget the name of the brand, but it's a blueberry, like a blueberry muffin coffee or a blueberry coffee. And so I did a pat of butter, maybe like a half an ounce of cream cheese, and then not a lot of the whey protein, like a spoonful of whey protein, maybe 2. Put my coffee in, put my sweetener in, and blended that up, and oh my gosh. And it was the strawberry protein powder. It was delicious. It tasted so good. And I had stopped drinking the blueberry coffee because it was giving me like acid reflux, like a heartburn. But I kind of wanted to try it with the strawberry just because it was good in regular coffee. And it was amazing. It was like drinking a blueberry muffin. It was really, 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 really good. Really good. So I may do that. Oh, there's a really old car going by. That's cool. Oh, green light. So yeah, so that's what I'm drinking. It's just a regular coffee now. It's not the blueberry, but it's got the strawberry protein powder in it, and it's unexpected. It's like unexpectedly good. Like the chocolate protein powder is delicious in your coffee. But I was pleasantly surprised with this one. Gotta turn both hands on the wheel. So yeah, that's what I'm drinking today. I don't know what I'm gonna do for breakfast, but that might just be breakfast. I'm not particularly hungry after drinking all of that. So, I don't know. I will show you whatever I eat for lunch. My husband's not feeling good, like I said before, so we I may not be doing anything formal for lunch. When he starts feeling bad, I do him one of my fiber and yogurt shakes. So I'm hoping that'll make him feel better, because he has ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. And so it's always sort of, whenever his stomach starts feeling bad, it's always like, oh God, what's gonna happen now? Is it gonna clear up, or are we gonna have to take another trip to the hospital? Yay! Luckily, he actually hasn't been hospitalized in several years. But it's always sort of that, you're holding your breath to make sure that nothing additional happens. And he's such a man about things, like, he doesn't disseminate information. So, like, the last time I went with him to the doctors, he's like, yeah, when his stomach gets like this, he needs to be like liquid diet, so his system has time to settle down. And I'm like, well, he never told me that. So I'm doing my shakes, and I'll probably get him some soup. Get him some good bone broth or something. Maybe I'll have some here today. I had some a few weeks ago. Here on me. So I don't know. We'll see what we get. I'm pulling into the place now. I like coming a little later just because it's also less crowded and mass of humanity. I'm not that social a person. I love people, but I don't, kind of thing. Definitely an introvert. I don't know what the hell an introvert is.
an introvert. I like my alone time. I may be alone, but I'm never lonely. Backing in. So they use shopping carts, but they don't take them out into the parking lot because the parking lot's all jacked up and it tears up the wheels on their shopping carts if they take them out into the thing. So we try to park along the sidewalk. So, all right, I am here, and I'll talk to you when I get out. All right, bye. Okay, everybody, I have just gotten done with the pantry, and I am heading back home. It was a pretty decent haul. I go later in the day just simply because I don't want to leave the little one with my eldest too long. Although my husband is home today, he's not feeling good though. So if I go later in the day, I'm only there maybe an hour, you know. I don't worry about my eldest. She's trying to do homework and everything else, so I don't want to leave her there too long. But it looks like it was a pretty good haul. We got a couple things of bacon. Yay, bacon! Looks like we got a lot of chicken again. Chicken seems to be the staple of everything. I got a box of chicken from them one week. So I know they had a ton of a lot of times because I finish my thought. Finish your thought, Heather. You started something and then you went off on another tangent. I do go later in the day, and because I go later in the day, sometimes they don't have the same variety of food. So they often run out of things like eggs and milk really early on, which is okay. I don't drink milk, but the eggs wouldn't be bad. But the plus is when you go later, what happens is whatever's left over, they're trying to get rid of, because like bagged salads and things like that, they can't keep for another week. They're all gonna be bad. So it's kind of one of those things where if they don't get rid of it, they got to throw it away. So they had a ton of like bagged salads and things, and they were just like, load up, just take it, go. So I know my husband had mentioned earlier this week that he wanted like, I do have a recipe for like a low carb zuppa toscana, like the one you get from Olive Garden. Replaces the potatoes with cauliflower kind of deal. And so depends on how he's feeling though. I'll probably do something like that this week because I did get a head of cauliflower, and they had like a baby kale mix with like kale and spinach. He's not picky about the greens in the soup, so I could add that to the soup. I don't think I got any sausage this week though, so I'll have to get some like Italian sausage from the store. I'm out of creamer anyway, so I need to get half and half. And I was able to find, good news, I was able to find, I don't know if I mentioned this before, heavy cream that didn't have the carrageenan in it, and it was the Horizons Organic heavy cream. It's the one with the red box with like a cartoon cow on the front. I think the cow is jumping over something. But yeah, it doesn't have any carrageenan in it. Yay! Which means I can use it in recipes and things and not have to worry about my psoriasis flaring up, which is a good thing. I got some guy behind me that's hopped over into the merge lane to try and pass a car and wasn't going fast. I don't know, some people driving nuts. Wish I had my glasses. So I'll probably do a zuppa toscana sometime this week. Next week, because it's Friday. And what else did I get? We always get chicken, so I'll definitely do chicken this week. I'll have to, when I get home, I'll dig through everything and see exactly what I got.
We got a ton of like bag salads and some of like the salad kits and some like ready-made salads that are like the to-go lunch salads you can get at like Walmart. In weeks past, they had I think it's Joseph's like flatbreads. Pitas and flatbreads, and they are really low carb. They're only like 5 net carbs per pita. Like it's 10 net carbs total, and then 5 fiber. Which I got excited about because I was like, that means I can have pizza. I can make me a pizza. Excuse me, I just spit all over the place. That was graceful. I got a Jeep riding my butt. It's like, dude, I am in the right lane. The right lane is the slow lane. And he is just right all up on there. Drives me nuts. I'll just slow down and box him in. Anyway, what else did they have? They had peanuts. I love peanuts. I know they're not the most keto-friendly food, but as a, sort of a treat. They're very nostalgic for me. My dad and I used to eat boiled peanuts, and so they have bags of them there most weeks. And I like to throw them on the stove and cook them up. They're like pre-boiled, so you just have to like season the water and heat them up. We used to do that. We used to get them like when we'd go hunting. Get a big like foam container of them, fill it up. I go camping sometimes, bring them with us. Ooh, things are shifting in the back of my car. It's never a good thing. Gone around had he not been so close to where I need to actually turn at. Okay. Oh goodness. Yawn. Unpacked. Then we'll take a look and see what we got. Oh, looks like they're trimming trees. Wow, that is a huge rubber tree plant. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant. It was massive though. It was a huge one. I think that's what they were trimming. I don't know, would that clog up the mulcher that they had? Shredder, tree shredder, wood chipper. There's something about a wood chipper in Fargo. Never actually watched that movie. Probably ought to be ashamed of myself for that, but I've seen pieces of it. Never watched the whole thing. Pieces, wood chipper. That is a very pink car. Oh my goodness. I don't think you got might be able to see it. No, my camera's on the wrong side of my phone. That was a very pink car. It was like Pepto pink. No, it was darker than Pepto. Alrighty, I'm pulling into our apartment complex. And we will talk to you in a few. I'm gonna unload everything and see exactly what I got. Okay? Alright. Okay, hi everyone. I got home, got my groceries unloaded, and figured I'd show you what I was able to get from the pantry. This is a fairly large amount of stuff that we got. This is not the norm, but being at the end of the day, they had a lot of stuff left over, so they were like, just take it. So, hold on. Okay. So, let me start over here. We did get quite a bit of stuff. I got some of these boxes of lettuce. The bottom two are like a kale mix. I'm probably going to take these, wash them, and freeze them. Just because it's like kale and spinach, and that would be good for like a cream spinach type thing. 2 things of butter lettuce. I will probably just go ahead and eat those as a salad. I got 2 things of Brussels sprouts. I'll probably do those up with some bacon. Got a couple cans of just random stuff, a sauce and a green beans. Then they had like zucchini noodles. I need to wash those and probably freeze them because they're getting, you know, like everything's it's kind of at the end of its life when you do a food pantry. So, and then they had sliced squash. So I'll probably cook those guys up first. And then they had these little guys. I got 3 of those that are just like cheese and carrots and ranch dressing. They had broccoli florets. I'll probably do something with, and then these little containers of salad, like ready-made go things. So I got some of the Caesar ones that were lower in carb, and then a plethora of bag salads. I mean, like the mixes that I got, I won't eat the dressing just because the dressing they're usually loaded with sugar. So I'll eat the bag salad that chunk the dressing. But yeah, they had like sweet butter, Italian, hearts of romaine. They had like these guys that are the like tomatoes and onions and peppers. I'm probably gonna again wash these guys and freeze them. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that. That was a baby being happy, hitting something. Oh, she's a bag of wipes. And a whole bunch of tomatoes. Some of these are kind of soft because they've been beat up. So
I already ate 2.
Yeah, my eldest ate 2 of them already.
Like
so.
apples.
she eats them like apples. We're Southern, you know, it's a Southern thing.
Freaks.
We're not freaks. I got a head of cauliflower, 2 things of sausage, which will be good for the zuppa toscana. Pussy baby, you walked away from her. You upset her. I got some ground pork, and then a couple of things of patties. And they call it the exotic meat section. Exotic meats. They'll have things like chicken livers and beef liver, veal liver, but on occasion they get like lamb, and so they had these little lamb chops. I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. So I grabbed those. And then they have these guys. These are frozen. I gotta stick them in the freezer pretty quickly. Just like carved pieces of chicken breast. So that would be good for, you know, lunch or a salad. And then I have two things of like I'm knocking things over. Individually frozen chicken breasts. I have done these before. These are Italian style. It's like an Italian marinade. Couldn't think of the word. Marinade on these ones. And I'll do like a baked chicken parmesan type thing with these, and it's really good. I'll probably show you that. These are the boiled peanuts I was talking about. I know peanuts aren't the greatest keto friendly thing. I don't know how like peanuts, like hard peanuts can have fiber, but then these ones don't. I don't know. Anyway, I like to do those. I'll freeze them and just pull them out as I go.
And then we got 2 pounds of bacon. So, woot. I'll cook one of those up this week, and I'm going to freeze the other one. So, that is my... Oh, and I didn't put these over here. We got cheese, too. A Colby Jack, some French cheese that I have no idea. Fromage. I have no idea what kind of cheese that is. But we're going to try it. Soft ripened cheese. Who knows? Looks good. So, no carbs. And then we got a thing of part skim mozzarella.
Can baby have some cheese?
A plant-based queso. I didn't realize it was plant-based.
Can baby have some cheese?
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no, that'll like start something.
Yeah, she can have some, but I'm gonna feed her in a minute anyway.
Okay.
Havarti, which is like one of my favorite cheeses ever. And then, those are not keto. Those are for the other parts of the family.
Me.
Those are non-bread. And I made some crackers the other day that turned out pretty good. Oh, baby incoming. Say hi. It's like, no, get out of my way. I want to come to the box and the Cheerios. That she can't reach. There you go. Random piece of shredded cheese on the box too. Who knows? So that is my haul.
This is a food channel after all.
Yeah, that's my haul for this week. I'm hoping I can get through all that salad. I know I'm gonna freeze some of it, just because it's like spinach and kale, so those can freeze and be cooked up. I'm gonna use those in the soup that I'm gonna do for my hubby. So that's it. And okay, so that's it, and we will talk to y'all later. My daughter's coming around to dance in the background or do something. Stand there and be seen. And the baby is playing with cupboards in the kitchen, so I'm gonna shoo her out of here and put my box in the way so she can't come back in here. And we'll talk to you later. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Autumn.
Bye, Autumn.